What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the NFL while doing my Denver Broncos franchise on Retro Ball. So let's just get into it. I think the end of the NFL season is always a stressful time for fans and teams because they're like pushing for the playoffs. Also, I'm being quiet because my sisters are sleeping and they get angry if I wake them up. But there are some big playoff pushes happening in both conferences in the NFC. The Giants, Commanders, Seahawks, and Lions are all pushing for that last spot, those last two spots in the playoffs. Personally, I think it's going to be the Giants and the Lions. I haven't actually met a single person who agrees with me on that, but that's what I think is going to happen. In the AFC, I think that the biggest surprise is going to be the Jaguars are going to win their division. I think when Trevor Lawrence plays really well, the Jaguars are a scary team. We saw against the Cowboys. We saw they beat the Ravens. So I think that when Trevor Lawrence has a good day, the Jaguars can be like a real threat, a good team. I can see them upsetting one of the better teams in the Western Conference. It's thinking basketball. It's not the Western Conference, the AFC. But yeah, and I think that the Bills play the Bengals this week. That could be a vital matchup in terms of playoff seeding. I think that the Bills, if the Bills win, I think it puts them in a really good position to get the first round bye. If the Bengals win, however, I think that puts them in a really good position. But then the Chiefs would get the first round bye, which I do not want because I'm a Broncos fan, so I've seen the Chiefs dominate me for a long time, and Mahomes is really good, but I feel like it's Josh Allen's time to shine, you know? I don't know if that's what you guys think, but I know Josh Allen is already shining, but I think like Josh Allen deserves to win the Super Bowl after last year's loss. I think that, but yeah, I can see the Jaguars upsetting some big teams, and I think the Bengals is vital. I really want both of those teams to win the Super Bowl. I love Josh Allen, and I love Jamar Chase. I love Joe Burrow. I think the key to the matchup this week between those two is I didn't mean to do that. Is the I think, in my opinion, the Bengals have arguably the best wide receiver core in the whole league. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and the Bills' defense is really good with they have Jordan Poyer and Tre'Davious White, and Micah Hyde's out for a while, but just their whole and they also are without Von Miller, so the defense is kind of falling apart, but it still shows that it's really good. I think that that wide receiver matchup against the defensive, the cornerback safeties. Sorry, I just woke up, so I'm still tired. Is really gonna be vital to whoever wins that game, whoever can play better. But yeah, I think that's gonna be like a really good game. Candidate maybe game of the year. I feel like it's not gonna be one of those games. It's like two good teams. It's just a defensive battle, and neither of them can pull ahead. I think it's going to be a shootout. But I could be wrong. On the other side, the Giants, a lot of people have been doubting Daniel Jones, and they lost to the Vikings. And everyone's like, oh, they're so lucky that the Seahawks and Lions lost. And my opinion is the Vikings, yeah, some people think they're like not a very good team. Yeah, you saw what happened against Dallas. But, I mean, they have a good offense. You can't deny that. And I think the fact that the Giants did so well that they only lost on a 61-yard field goal, which they can't really stop, shows that they're actually a good team. I think that they are a strong candidate to make the playoffs, and even maybe have some upsets against some of the bigger teams. Dallas and Philadelphia are fighting for that top of the division and conference with the Minnesota Vikings. The Eagles have beat the Vikings the Eagles, the Eagles and the Cowboys have split their season series. So, my thoughts are that the Eagles will lose one of the games against the Giants that they have. And the Cowboys will also lose. And the Vikings will also lose. So all of them will have one more loss before the end of the season. And then the Eagles will still finish top of the division, and the Giants will get into the playoffs because they beat the Eagles. I was actually watching the Philadelphia-Dallas game, and it was amazing to me. Gardner Minshew almost beat Dallas, and we saw that Jacksonville beat Dallas, and Houston almost beat Dallas. So it made me really question the Cowboys because they crushed Minnesota by 37, and also they've been almost beat by teams that haven't been as strong lately. And then Gardner Minshew, he's actually really good. He's underrated, but still. I need to start whispering because I'm being really loud, and my sister just yelled at me. That's another interception. Okay, where was I? Anyways, yeah. So I think that going to the playoffs, Eagles and Bills have a first round bye. I feel comfortable saying that. And that means that I think the Eagles will beat the Bengals. The Bills will beat the Bengals. I think if Josh Allen shows up, then they play really well. We saw Josh Allen's already beat the Chiefs. He's beat the Dolphins, who haven't been looking too good, 4 straight losses. But he's just been playing really well, and I don't see and the Bengals beating them. With that being said, I really hope it doesn't happen, but I think there's a chance that they can get upset in the playoffs by a different team, or not even upset, but Chiefs can beat them, Bengals can beat them. Bengals Chiefs, it's kind of turned into a rivalry. Joe Burrow hasn't lost to Patrick Mahomes. He's 3-0 against him. So yeah, I think that that's gonna be a really good playoff picture in the AFC. In the NFC, I think it's also gonna be very good. I think Panthers are gonna win the division. I don't think Tom Brady's making the playoffs this year. Lord, I hope he doesn't. I've had enough of him through my whole childhood, and still now in my childhood. But I think that it's gonna be a really good last few weeks of the season and really good playoffs. I will be making playoff predictions, like a bracket, once the playoff picture is set in stone. So keep looking. Be excited